My sister felt entitled to walk down the aisle at my wedding, so I let her, then pulled the rug out from under her on the big day. My older sister Iris is 32, and her biggest dream in life is to have the perfect wedding. The problem is, her bad personality means she's never even had a real boyfriend, let alone a wedding. Iris is the kind of person who would steal change from a homeless person while they were sleeping. That's actually why the one time she tried dating, it ended. For the last 12 years, she's blamed everyone but herself for being single. The worst of it started when I began dating my boyfriend, Marcus. I kept our bond quiet for 6 months because I knew what would happen. Sure enough, when Iris found out by snooping through my phone, she ran to our parents crying that I was copying her by trying to get married before her. Our parents took her side. They actually had the nerve to tell me to break up with Marcus. I didn't listen, and that's when Iris started stalking us. When Marcus and I went to our favorite Italian place, there she was at the next table over. Things got worse about 8 months in when she saw how serious we were getting. She created a fake dating profile using my photos. She sent him screenshots of it, pretending a concerned friend had found them. When he didn't answer, Iris texted him again, saying she was there if he needed anything, and I mean anything at all, to help him through his breakup with me. He showed me her text, and we just laughed about it. He blocked her number, but that was far from the end of it. My parents called me a few days later, screaming at me about why my boyfriend was isolating me from my sister. They said Marcus was controlling, and I needed to leave him right away. I didn't, and that came back to bite me. About a year and a half into dating, I announced at family dinner that Marcus and I were engaged. Everyone celebrated except for Iris and my parents. My parents' faces went sour. They looked at Iris, nodded, and right on cue, she stood up, clutched her chest, and collapsed on the floor. My parents stopped all the celebrating right away. They got everyone out of the house to make sure Marcus and I didn't get any spotlight, then rushed Iris to the hospital. Of course, Iris made a miraculous recovery on the drive over. Marcus and I were already thinking of not inviting her, but our breaking point came during our meeting with the venue. We were going over details when my sister and my parents came in uninvited. Iris was crying, and they all had this pleading look on their faces. Iris has cancer. My world stopped. The doctors are giving me 8 months, a year at most. She then began sobbing harder. My only dying wish is to walk down the aisle in a wedding dress. Can I walk first at your wedding? My parents right away backed her up. It's such a small thing to ask. She's your older sister. She deserves this before she dies. I wanted to say yes. I mean, she was dying, but the whole thing felt so strange. They talked about nothing but her walking down the aisle. And when I asked what kind of cancer, Iris and my mom gave not alike answers. So I told them yes, but to give me a few days to check with Marcus's family. I used those few nights to look into. You see, Iris didn't know that Marcus's dad was a doctor. Once we told him what we thought was happening, he offered to dig around through some medical contacts. Iris had no idea. Within days, he had proof. Iris never had any appointments with a cancer doctor, no chemo prescriptions, no medical records. She didn't have cancer. At first, we wanted to call her and scream at her, but instead, we came up with a better idea. Let's give her exactly what she wants. We went back to my parents that night and told them yes. Iris's eyes lit up right away. She hugged me so hard, and my parents told me they were proud to have raised such a selfless sister, and I smiled right back because I knew exactly what we were going to do. You see, Iris loved luxury, and my parents had money to spare. At every decision point, Marcus and I acted like we had a tight budget, knowing Iris would insist my parents upgrade everything. This trick worked for the photographer, the flowers, even the venue itself, and more. We got the best of everything for free, and the absolute best part of it all was watching my parents and Iris put themselves through hell to keep up with their cancer story. They spent money on ridiculously costly pills so Iris could take them in front of me, only for her to run to the bathroom and spit them out. Iris started starving herself to lose weight, and she even went as far as shaving parts of her hair every so often to make it look real. I acted concerned every single time. Everything came to a head on my wedding day. Iris arrived in a dress that cost twice what mine did. She had a worker wig and makeup done, her own photographer, and a bouquet bigger than mine. When I saw her, we shared a huge hug. Our parents arrived minutes after. My mom was dressed in red, and my dad was wearing his nicest suit. They hugged me crying, telling me they'd remember this forever. I told them the same. We started heading inside, and it's while going past security that it happened. I went in just fine, but the 2 huge security guards I'd hired stopped Iris and my parents. You're not allowed past this point. Full story on channel, link below.